spiritual performance is ruining your relationship with God. A lot of times we have put ourselves in this position where we say, I want a closer relationship with God. And being close with God is intimacy, being intimate with God. Okay. When you dig down deep into that, you have to understand intimacy is about realness and it's about rawness. And a lot of us are trying to perform. A lot of us are just trying to show up and pray every day. When we go through stuff, we just pray. When we go through stuff, we go to church. When we go through stuff, this is going to get y'all, we vibrate high. And this is not only in religious communities, this is also in the spiritual communities where we say, oh, I want to gain a close relationship with God. I understand what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be a vegan. I'm going to be a raw vegan. I'm going to eat better and I'm going to show up more and I'm going to meditate longer. I can't do the 5-10 minutes anymore. I'm going to do 30 minutes because of like trying to receive something out of that. If I do this, then my life is going to be better in some type of way. And God wants you to know that you are accepted exactly where you are. If you have bad credit, there are still blessings that can come into your life with a home with bad credit or with a car with bad credit. If you are in a position where you are struggling with figuring out who you are and you don't think that love could find you in that space, absolutely. Absolutely. God will send love, the perfect person to love you where you are and to help you heal. But we have to stop trying to earn God's love and just receive it. And if you respect yourself and love yourself where you are, then we will be able to get the blessings from the divine, from the universe, from God, like we're supposed to. Before we get into what spiritual performance is, if you guys love spiritual advice or if you just need some spiritual advice or guidance, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. So, getting back to what spiritual performance is, spiritual performance is when you focus on the looks of it and you're not so much focusing on the feelings. Like you're ignoring your feelings. This journey is tough. This journey is tough. And a lot of us, especially spiritualists, and I'm guilty of this, I focus on high vibration before I focus on what I am feeling. When I would feel emotions, I would just say, okay, I need to meditate because I don't like how I feel. You're ignoring what your body is trying to tell you, what your emotions are trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you something about you, and it's not to harm you. And some of us who have been put in a situation where our parents probably have taught us like our negative emotions were an inconvenience to them. A lot of spiritual people are crybabies or were crybabies when they were younger because they were very sensitive to emotions. And our parents kind of told us like, that's such an inconvenience to me that you cry so much, so just stop. So when we got older, we kind of learned how to stop feeling any negative emotions. When I'm happy, my mom loves it. When my mom gets off of work and she's working all of these hours, or my dad has worked overnight and all of this, when I'm happy and I do what I'm supposed to do and I perform and the house is clean and my clothes are out for school and the homework's already done, they are happier with me than when I'm tired from school and I don't feel like cleaning up. And when my homework is tough and I had to take a break and I probably didn't finish it, then they're upset with me. And we tend to take our relationships with our parents and try to match that with our relationship with God and say, maybe if I perform, that I will get a better reaction out of God and blessings will flow into my life in my performance, in my perfectionism. So I kind of want to first get on how this is a trauma response. And I kind of dabbed into that. This is a trauma response to your parents kind of reacting negatively to you feeling your emotions. Your parents are saying, don't do that. Don't feel that. Oh my God, I hate when you do that. There are some people who have heard that. My mom's phrase for me would always be, stop wearing your feelings on your sleeve. And she's like, your feelings are so accessible. Like anybody can make you cry. Anybody can make you feel this. And it got to the point where I was like, well, I don't want to. I don't want to feel it. If feeling is going to make people not like me, I remember like trying to express things to people who I thought were close to me. I listened to them talk about themselves all day. And the second that I tried to express my emotions, people would just show me that they hated it. Like it just was an inconvenience for them. So I stopped. And a lot of us, when we are supposed to feel and just be real and be honest, the way other people react to us, because we just want other people around us, we think something is wrong with us. The way we react to that is shut it off. We tell ourselves, hey, something is wrong with you when you feel negative emotions, so please stop. Now I have to show up and perform for you. But spiritual performance is so tiresome. Performing, period. Perfectionism is tiresome. And we got to get to the point where it's costing us a lot. Being performative is costing us so freaking much. And I remember trying to be a wife, the perfect mother. At the time I was doing music, so I was trying to be the perfect artist. I was just trying to be perfect in every area of my life and constantly making sure that I showed up for other people and I performed for other people. And when I did that, I realized that I got burnt out every time. In every area of my life, I was trying to give 100%. I was trying to try my hardest because I'm self aware and I understand, like, if I want to do better, I can just be better. It's not that simple. Sometimes you want to do better, but sometimes you're not in a place to do better. Do you not understand? Sometimes you want to do better, but you don't feel like doing better today. Sometimes you want to do 100%, but maybe you can only give 20. Literally, we have to be understanding with that little child and little kid within ourselves, saying, you know what, it's okay. I know you want to give 100%, but let's also talk about the people. When you are performative, you're actually stopping yourself from finding real love and real, like, genuine relationships where there is unconditional love and people are understanding. When you are performing a lot, just imagine yourself in a ballroom performing, or in an auditorium performing, and there are people in these seats and they're your family and your close friends and your spouse or whatever, and you're performing so much, but you've practiced all night and you're tired, and you're going to mess up a little bit just because of that, because you practice and you show up every single day, and you trip a little bit and everybody gasps. Nobody's clapping for you though. They're just watching. They expect you to be good because that's what you do. And as you trip and you fall, you watch these people kind of walk out the auditorium, and it will be just them walking out of your life. And you think they do that because you're not performing well. Guess what? They may be walking out because you're not performing well, but we got to let them. So when we allow those people to continuously come in and out of our lives, just wanting us to perform better, trying to see if we can perform better for them, we're stopping ourselves from having real, genuine relationships with other people who don't care for us to perform. Other people who say, girl, I don't care. I want you to mess up. It's okay. It's okay that you messed up today. Guess what? I still love you. I love you for you. And so we have to allow ourselves to receive love, because that's what that also is from. People who didn't love us and we just seem like, okay, well, maybe if I did better, could you love me more if I perform better? And it's just stopping us so much. So I want to also get back to, how do we come back into intimacy with ourselves and with God? Number one, we have to look at ourselves as always children. Okay, children. When you see yourself as a child, you're just like, if how can I allow this little girl to express her feelings? Because especially people who have children, we don't play about our kids a lot. Some of us. I allow my kids to express how they feel, and sometimes I don't allow myself to express how I feel. To come back into intimacy with yourself is to allow yourself to express your feelings and be real and raw. If you're angry, say you're angry. The best way I could do it, I know, is journaling. When I'm dealing with certain things, especially with people that I love now, because I have a lot of people around me who I love and who support me personally, I make sure I go journal. I make sure I go kind of get it off my chest in some type of way. Once I express my emotions in a very healthy way, then I'm able to have a real conversation with myself or with my spouse or with a friend, whatever I want to get off my chest. I don't have to do it screaming and hollering and crying. Like, I let me and God sit down when it comes to that journal, getting my true emotions out. So I know when it comes to anger, when you feel it, it's okay to punch a pillow. Okay, it's okay to go to those little classes or whatever where you're throwing plates, those little places. All of that is okay. It's about feeling it safely. We've gotten so afraid of just how we can feel our emotions that, like, oh, I know if I get mad, I'm not going to talk about it. This is a lot of us. I'm not going to talk about it because if I get mad, I'm going to start swinging. That is absolutely true. So how about you sit with yourself before you go talk to that person? That person really needs to hear what you got to say. Stop blocking yourself off from expressing how you feel, because other people have done that. But I just want to encourage you guys to, number one, stop acting holy when you really feel hollow inside. Stop praying constantly when your heart is quiet and your heart is hurting. We have to feel. So I'm just wanting to encourage you guys to feel. This is your invitation to pick up a pillow and punch it. Pick up a journal. Go feel your emotions safely and begin your intimate relationship with yourself and with God. And of course, guys, if you want to book with me, at the bottom of this description, you guys can click that link. And again, subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you.